And welcome to another edition of HTBL Baseball. Boy, we have a pitching matchup for you as we head out to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx Zoo, as the 22 and 11 New York Yankees battle the LA Angels, who come in 20 and 13. Whitey Ford against Nolan Ryan. That is the pitching matchup, and a dandy it should be. Let's give you the lineups for the Angels. Leading off, Jackie Robinson. Yes, the Brooklyn Dodger. He cannot play as part of the LA Dodgers because we only use the best 40 players from the franchise in their current location. Jackie Robinson became available in the draft, and he is an LA Angel in this game. Jim Fregosi is the shortstop, batting second. Herman in right field, batting third. Cochran is, of course, famous for being with the Detroit Tigers. He's the catcher, batting fourth. Downing in left, batting fifth. Glaus is the third baseman, batting sixth. Davis as the DH, batting seventh. Mickey Tettleton plays first and is eighth. Pearson, the center fielder, batting ninth. Nolan Ryan, your pitcher for LA. Defensively for the Yankees, it's Winfield, a 9 and an 8 in left. Combs is a 6 and a 4 in center. Maris, an 8 and a 7 in right. Malzone, who the Boston Red Sox didn't want, but the Yankees were very happy to pick up. He's a 9 at third. Mr. November, Derek Jeter, is a 6 at short. Lazare, a 5 at second base. He has a hitting streak going, which we'll get into in a little bit. Lou Gehrig is a 7 at first base. Behind the plate, Jorge Posada, a 6 and a 4. And Whitey Ford has an 8 range. His fielding percentage 909. He can go 120 pitches. Ford on the year, 340, a 5-1 record, 55 and 2/3 innings pitched. He can go 120 pitches, 59 hits, 6 homers, 7 walks, 44 Ks. His whip and his just above normal at 1.186. And by when I say above average, it means that his whip is lower than the real life average that he should have. But his opposing batting average should be 235. It's 269. Jackie Robinson leading off, 273, 6 homers, 20 RBIs. He has an 11-game hitting streak coming to this game at the Big Yank, and Ford will deal. Sharply hit and gone. A lead-off homer for Jackie Robinson, and that hitting streak will move to 12, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Angels. Fregosi stepping in, 289, 3 homers, 17 RBIs. Lazare to Gehrig, and that is out number 1. Babe Herman, the Brooklyn Dodger, 323, 4 homers, 24 RBIs. Skied to left, caught by Winfield. They used to call him Daddy Longlegs, and he has the first out. I'm sorry, not the first out, but the second out. His first put out of the game was what I was thinking about. Mickey Cochran, 287, a homers and 11 RBIs. Grounder to third. Malzone charges, throws to Gehrig. Side retired for
Los Angeles, Nolan, Ryan.
Los Angeles. And the Angels pick up a run. The leadoff homer by Jackie Robinson. And the score is 1-0. So let's set the batting order for the Yankees. Jeter leads off, plays short. Combs, the center fielder, bats second. Roof is the DH, batting third. Of course, they didn't have the DH back in his day. Gehrig is the first baseman, batting fourth. Lazarig, the second baseman, batting fifth. Maris is in right, batting sixth. Posada, the catcher, batting seventh. Winfield, the left fielder, batting eighth. Malzone is the 9-hitter at third base. Defensively for LA, the Angels, that is. Downing, a 6 and a 3 in left field. He can catch. So can Tettleton, who plays first base. Pearson, a 6 and a 6 in center. Herman, a 4 and an 8 in right. Glaus, a 7 at third. Fregosi, an 8 at shortstop. Jackie Robinson is an 8 at second. He could play first, second, third, and left. Tettleton, a 2 at first base. But they got him in for his versatility. Cochran is an 8 and a 6 behind the plate. Nolan Ryan has a 5 range and a fielding percentage of .855. But he's also one of the best power pitchers of all time. Jeter leading off, 282, 4 homers, 19 RBIs. Let's give you Ryan's stats before he pitches. 351, a 2 and 4 mark, 59 innings pitched, 42 hits, 8 homers given up, 39 walks, 66 strikeouts. His whip is I should say his whip is below average at 1373, but his opposing batting average above average, 197. It should be 201. Now the pitch to Jeter, and that is K number 1 for Nolan Ryan. And you'll see a lot of strikeouts out of Nolan, depending on how good his fastball is working. Earl Combs, 295, 2 homers, 22 RBIs, and that's ball 4. Did I mention that Ryan also throws a lot of walks? Babe Ruth, 316, 8 homers, 27 RBIs, a little below what he should be doing. That's ball 4, so Ryan walks runners at first and second with 1 out, but they could still get out of it with a double play. Lou Gehrig, 341, 7 homers and 39 RBIs. And this is... something happened there. It was a fly to left center. And we're going to advance Combs to third base. We're going to advance Roof to second. But he's out at third. A nice throw by Downing. And that retires the side. Yankees had the odds, but Downing had a gun of an arm. And the Yankees are out in the first inning. 1 inning gone by, 1-0 in favor of the Angels. Bringing up Ryan Downing. A 358 average. 2 homers, 10 RBIs. His OPS well above average. And this is hit well to left. Winfield will watch it bounce off the wall. Downing going for 3, and he's out. He is out, advancing to third base. So give him credit for a double, his 7th of the year. Glaus now up, 237, 8 homers, 27 RBIs. This is skied to left. Winfield will not get to it. Foul ball. And the count is 1-2. 1-0 Angels. If you missed it, if you're just tuning into this portion of the stream, Jackie Robinson had a leadoff homer for the Angels. And Glaus, this is a fly to left. Winfield charging, makes the out. 2 gone. Chili Davis up now, 287. 3 homers and 23 RBIs. And this is hit to center. Combs will make the putout. Side retired. We have played an inning and a half, and their score is 1-0. As I sip a little Coke, Tony Lazzeri, old push him up. He has a 14-game hitting streak. He is now hitting 383, 9 homers and 28 RBIs. That's ball 4, so Ryan having control issues. That's walk number 3 to get the 42 on the year. Maris now up, 303, 3 homers and 24 RBIs. He skies this to right. Herman with the putout. Lazzeri is shooed back to first base, and it's out number 1. Posada now up, 213 on the year, 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Ball 4, so that's walk number 4 for Noli. Bringing up Dave Winfield at 258, 5 homers and 16 RBIs. This Yankee lineup so star-studded, he's the 8-hitter. Skied to left. Downing with the putout. And I'm not going to advance the runners. Lazzeri only had about a 44% chance of advancing. Frank Malzone, a 318 average, no homers and 7 RBIs. Grounded to Robinson, but it got by him. And it's going to be a 1-base error. First error of the game. We had a ton yesterday in the St. Louis. I think we had 6 in total. Jeter back up for the second time, and it's only the second inning. He is 0 for 1. Ryan at 45 pitches already. He once pitched in a game where he threw over 210 pitches. Bases loaded walk, the run scores, and we are tied 1-1. Give Jeter credit for an RBI on that. Combs has 1 grand slam on the year. Ryan now has 5 walks. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Up the middle, caught by Pearson. Now, are they going to rule that a catch or are they going to rule that a hit? They're going to say it's a hit. They'll bring Malzone in. They're going to try Jeter at third. Safe. Jeter to third. So that was a base hit. Combs is going to move to second. So on a wild play there, it's a single to center for Combs. And Combs moved to second on the throwing maneuvers. And it's 3-1. New York finally gets their first hit of the game after Ryan had surrendered 5 walks. Roof now up, runners at second and third. And that's K number 2 for Nolan. So he gets that done, striking out the Bambino. We've played 2 innings. It's 3-1 in favor of New York. Mickey Tettleton now up. He's hitting .271 on the year. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Malzone. Did he get Tettleton at first? He did not. He did not, and they're going to rule a throwing error on Mickey Tettleton. To the 9 hole in Albie Pearson. Pearson, .297. 3 homers and 10 RBIs. Up the middle. Ford, Lazzeri, Gehrig, 1-4-3, double play. So quickly to 2 outs, and Jackie Robinson back up to .279 on the year. He just hit his 7th homer, leading off in this game. 1 for 1 today. This is skied to right center, but Maris had enough room to get to the putout, and the side retired. We have played 2.5, and it's 3-1 New York. Lou Gehrig, go for 1. Grounder foul. Gehrig now hitting .339. Nolan Ryan getting quite a workout. 64 innings in only 64 pitches and only 2 innings pitched. This is going to be a base hit to the wall in left center. Gehrig gets in under the tag, and he has himself a double. That is double number 8 for Gehrig. We go back to Tony Lazzeri. Still his hitting streak on the line because he walked in the 2nd inning. The pitch. This is skied to left center, way back and gone. That hit the facade in left center field. Lazzeri touches them all, keeps his hitting streak alive, and it's 5-1 Yankees, and that is worth another look as Lazzeri just crushed the ball. 447 feet, and it bounced off of the scoreboard facade, it looked like, in left center, or at least the wall underneath the scoreboard. And just like that, New York has put up 5 unanswered over 2 innings, and they lead 5-1. Maris is 0 for 1 now at a .300 batting average. That's K number 3 for Nolan, and the Angels leaving him in. Jorge Posada, no official at bat yet, .211. That's K number 4 for Ryan, so back-to-back Ks. Can he strike out the side after surrendering 2 runs? Here's Dave Winfield, .255, 0 for 1. Up the middle, a base hit. So Winfield keeps the ball rolling for the Yankees as they have had some great success hitting off of Nolan Ryan. Frank Malzone is 0 for 1, now hitting .311. That's going to be a base hit to right. Winfield will go to third easily. And nothing worse than a 2-out rally right now if you're an Angel fan. We go back to the top of the order. Derek Jeter, his 3rd plate appearance, and we're only in the 3rd inning. He is 0 for 1, now hitting .280. Up the middle. And Fergosi will just step on second and just take it. Keep it, play the percentages and play it safe. But the Yankees pick up 2 more in the bottom of the 3rd. They lead 5-1. Fergosi stepping in 0 for 1, now .287. Jeter, Gehrig, 1 out. Hope you all are enjoying the action this Tuesday, September 7th. Recording it September 4th, so if anything happened the last 3 days, I don't know about it yet. Babe Herman is 0 for 1. Base hit left center, just got by Jeter. So Herman aboard. Cochran is 0 for 1. That's a base hit to right field. And Cochran legged out a double out of all of that. He has had 8 doubles. Herman moves to third base, not a fast runner, so he did not try to make a play for home. Danning, a 370 hitter, is 1 for 1. All 4, so the base is loaded, and now the Angels with a threat. Gloss, 235, 0 for 1. It gets by Posada, the run will score. Herman coming in from third. In fact, everybody's going to move up a base. And the Angels cut it to a 5-2 game. We thought we'd have a good pitching matchup, but it has been anything but. Klaus now up with a 3-1 count. Grounder, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Winfield having trouble with it. 2 runs will score. Klaus will move to second. It's going to be a single and an error on that play. And it's all of a sudden 5-4. Chili Davis up 0 for 1, a 285 batting average. Another base hit. Will they bring Klaus in? I'm not going to throw home since I'm controlling the Yankees. Klaus comes in, and look at that. We have a dead even game again. 5-5. Brand new game. Mickey Tettleton, 265, 0 for 1 today. Base hit. So the hits keep coming. For the Angels, they've had a very big inning, 4 runs. And now Pearson up 0 for 1. And that's strike 3. A K for Ford, his first. He's at 45 for the year. 8 Ks and 45 Ks and 8 walks. That's a good ratio. 2 outs for Robinson for his third plate appearance. 1 for 2 and hitting 277. Will that get by Jeter? No, it's going to be a force to second to Lazzeri. Side retired, but the Angels are flying close to the ground. They pick up 4, and we have a tie game, 5-5, going into the bottom of the 4th. Combs up. He's hitting 300, and it's 1 for 1. And he walks, and Ryan, now, it's not exactly Von Ryan's Express. He has thrown 6 walks against 4 Ks. Babe Ruth up, 314. He walked in the first, struck out in the second. So Combs is safe on the pickoff move at first. We're going to try to move him. And he's out. He had a 77% chance of the stolen base. He cannot get it. 1 out in the Yankee 4th. Here's Roof. K number 5 for Ryan, and that's strikeout number 2 for Roof in this game. So we're not raising the roof here, not just yet. Lou Gehrig, 344 and 1 for 2. And this is hit well to center and high, and touch 'em all, Lou. That's a home run for the Iron Horse. And there was an injury on the play. An injury. They're checking Nolan Ryan out. After that gopher ball by Gehrig, he's going to stay in. He will stay in the game. And it's 6-5 in favor of the Yankees. Lazzeri is 1 for 1. And this is hit to left center for a base hit. It got by one of the outfielders, and Lazzeri, it got by Pearson, who's playing center field. Lazzeri will move to second on a single and an error. We've had 4 errors in this game. Roger Maris is 0 for 2. Lazzeri is at second. There are 2 outs. This is rocketed to right, but Herman will make the play at the warning track. So what an interesting game we have had through 4 innings. We were thinking there was going to be some pitching prowess, and it's the hitters who have shown up for each team. The Yankees 6 and the Angels 5 going to the 5th inning. Fergosi 0 for 2. He's hitting 284 at the moment. Sharply hit all the way to the wall, left field. Fergosi legs out a double. A poor play there being judged against Malzone. Looks like he could have made the play on a liner at third base, but it got all the way to the infield. And with that, Fergosi is on board, and here come the Angels. Here's Herman, 1 for 2. That's a K, number 2 for Ford on the day. Cochran is 1 for 2. And Jeter's going to scoop this up. And safe is Cochran. Questionable call there, but it will stand. We do not have replay in the Hometown Baseball League. Ryan Downing is 1-for-1 right now, hitting .370. Ploppy little grounder. They'll get the force at third. Interesting decision there by Whitey Ford. 1-5. 2 outs now for the Angels, and Glaus back up. 1-for-2. Skied to left. Winfield is charging. He makes the put out. Side retired for the Angels. Halfway through the game. It's been a wild one. 6-5 New York. Posada 0-for-1. And we have time. We have had... That is your game, folks. We have had a rain delay, and the rain delay continued for a few hours. Our game is official since the home team was leading in the fifth. That's the way it's going to end. It's the Yankees 6 and the Angels 5. So a shortened game. We played 4.5 innings. And the rain came, and it never ended. Ryan and Ford went the distance. The MVP of the game was Tony Lazzeri. And let's show you the winner and loser. Of course, Ford won. He's 6-1. Ryan lost. He's 2-5. And that's your game, folks. I didn't expect it to end so soon, but that's what Action PC does for you. Gives you some unusual results, and that was no exception. So the Yankees will get a rain-shortened win as our game goes 4.5 innings. And we will go ahead and go through what happened on May 14th. This was the 34th game for everybody. And we'll go through the finish, the final scores of all the games in the league as they happened. And we'll go back and do a National League game for you tomorrow. So Detroit won 7-1 over Minnesota. Trout over Viola. Colavito 3-for-4. 2 homers to get the 6 on the year. 3 RBIs. Houston gooses Toronto at Rogers Center 2-0. Necro 2-2 over Clancy, 2-6. Hahn 3-for-3 and a double. The Royals. This is going to make Luke Brown happy. They defeat the Indians 11-6. Waddell 2-4 over Wynn 4-2. McRae 3-for-5, 2 doubles. A's over the Rays 4-3. Blue over Vance. Eckersley picking up the save, his first. Boston 8 and Seattle 7. Tiant over White. Bobby Doerr went 4-for-5, 3 RBIs. And you just saw what happened with our Yankee-Angel game. It was shortened because of rain. The Yankees win 6-5. Ford over Ryan Lazzeri with the 2-for-2 and a homer effort. So his batting streak continues. The Orioles 3-2 over Texas. McGinty over Buffington. Woodling 4-for-4, 2 homers to get the 5 on the year, 3 RBIs. We play 144 games in the HTBL, by the way. 72 within the division, 72 outside the division. No interleague play. Milwaukee 7-1 over Montreal. Mathewson 5-2 over Pfeffer. 6-2. Nielsen, everybody's talking about him. 1-for-4. A homer, his second, 2 RBIs. The Reds 8-2 over the Rockies. Raffensperger over Pittenger. Vincent 2-for-4, a triple and a stolen base. The Cardinals keep running good. They win 2-1 over the Pirates. Dean over Cooper. Parker 2-for-4, a double, a stolen base. The Braves come back to earth. They get pounded by the Cubs at the new SunTrust Park, or I believe they call it Truist Park now in Cobb County, Georgia. The Cubs 14-1. Vaughn over Smoltz. Williams 3-for-4, a homer his fourth, 6 RBIs. The Marlins win 5-4 in 11. Trying to see if we had any other extra innings games. Nichols over Lefferts. Pierre 4-for-6, 4 stolen bases, which shows you what he could do when I'm not managing the Marlins. The Dodgers 7-2 over the Phillies. That might be our next stop. Sutton over Ferguson. Maury Wills 3 for 5, 2 stolen bases. Dodgers winning 7-2. The Nats 4-2 over Arizona. Stottlemyre over Ziegler. LaRoche 3 for 3 and a double. The Mets 6, the Giants 2. Seaver over Marichal. Mueller 1 for 1, a homer. And finally, the White Sox over the Browns 4-0. Walsh over Glade. Fisk 1 for 3, a homer, his third, 3 RBIs. Your division leaders, the Dodgers, the Cardinals by 6 over Milwaukee. Dodgers lead by 2 over the Giants. Cincinnati leading by 6 over Montreal. Philadelphia leading by 3 over the Nats. In the AL West, it's the Angels 20-14 over Texas 18-16, so they lead by 2. Kansas City has come back to 500, so they lead Minnesota and Houston by a game. Detroit and Chicago tied in the Mid-East. We had a 3-way tie there yesterday, and New York up 4 in the AL East over the surprising Tampa Bay Rays. So that has been your game. I apologize for it being so short, but I don't control the weather. This has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you well. Godspeed and God bless. We'll do it all again soon, and bye-bye for now, everybody.